Hello, we are going to talk about qualitative research, and this is Chapter 9. Qualitative research methods refer to several distinctive research techniques. One method is called participant observation, which involves developing a sustained relationship with people while they go about their normal activities. One example, we can say that we can go to visit an organization and we go there and to participate in that particular organization to observe what is going on. Then we write a report. Intensive interviewing is another method which involves open-ended, relatively unstructured questioning, seeking in-depth information on the people's feelings, experiences, and perceptions. Many journalists write reports similar along this line, and it's called intensive interviewing. The next one is called focus group, which involves group interviews in which the focus group leader encourages talk among participants on topics of interest. And these techniques often can be used to enrich experiments and survey methods. Next, I'd like to talk about the other features about qualitative research methods. One is called the collection primarily of qualitative data in qualitative research rather than the quantitative data. The next one is exploratory research question in nature with a commitment to inductive reasoning. Another feature we'd like to add is that the qualitative research methods focus on the interpretation process rather than try to testing hypotheses. Qualitative research method has an orientation to social context, to the interconnection between social phenomena, a focus on human subjectivity, on the meanings that participants attach to events that people give to their lives. Reflexive research design is another feature of qualitative research in which the design develops as the research progresses. Sensitivity to the subjective role of researcher. These are the kind of features of qualitative research. Case study is another method for qualitative research, but case study is not a single method. It can involve multiple methodologies, in particular the doing this case study. That means you can conduct focus group, in intensive interviews, and also observation. So the goal of doing case study is to create a thick description of the setting studied, a description that provides a sense of what it's like to experience that setting from the standpoint of the natural actors in that setting. The term participant observer actually refers to several different specific roles that a qualitative researcher can adopt. You can see this picture. So this is called covert observer, meaning that you observe but no one knows what you are doing. And so in a way that your role is hidden. Second one is called overt observer, meaning that everyone knows who you are, but you are not participant, you just simply observe. The next one is called participant observer. So that particular the researchers participant in the one hand, but in the same time also observe to write reports. Finally, it's called the covert participant. You do participate, but no one knows you are really participating in the process. So those are the 4 roles for the participant observation. Intensive interviewing, which is a very important method in qualitative research. Intensive or depth interviewing is a qualitative method of finding out about people's experiences, thoughts, and feelings. It shares with other qualitative research methods a commitment to learning about people in depth and on their own terms and in the context of their situation. What distinguishes intensive interviewing from less structured forms of questioning is consistency, and also is a thoroughness, meaning that completeness. The goal is to develop a comprehensive picture of the interviewee's backgrounds, attitudes, and actions in his or her own terms, to listen to people as they describe how they understand the worlds in which they live and work. Focus group is another type of qualitative research methodology, which is a very powerful methodology. Focus groups are groups of unrelated individuals that are formed by a researcher who led in the group discussion of a topic for 1.5 hours. The researcher takes questions about certain specific questions and guides the discussion to ensure that group members address these questions in the process. But the resulting information is a qualitative and also relatively unstructured. One of the things I want to mention that is a focus group is a wonderful methodology, but the challenging thing is how to analyze data. One of the things we can do is that when we have this transcript and after doing focus group, then we look at all this information and then we try to look at what are the themes of the focus group. So we can analyze the theme 1, theme 2, and theme 3, and so on and so forth to use that to answer our research questions. Focus groups do not involve representative samples. Instead, a few individuals are recruited who have the time to participate, have some knowledge pertinent to the focus group topic, and share key characteristics of the target population. One example we can talk about is that we can ask a group of, say, 12 Pacific students and try to ask them to share what their the life experience at Pacific and about their needs and wants, about how Pacific as a university can do better job for them to grow on this particular campus. Focus groups have their roots in the interviewing techniques developed in the 1930s by sociologists and psychologists who were dissatisfied with the traditional surveys. Focus groups are used to collect qualitative data using open-ended questions and posed by the researcher. Focus group methods share with other field research techniques and analysis an emphasis on discovering unanticipated findings and exploring hidden meanings. So in a way that focus group can help try to dig into certain topic issues. For example, if we do a focus group talk about what Pacific students needs and wants, about how Pacific can do better to improve the university. So while we are talking about that, we can dig into that. What do we need to improve? Maybe we can find out maybe the security, maybe dining or other things. So in a way that we can explore the hidden meanings. They can be an indispensable aid for developing hypotheses and survey questions, for investigating the meaning of survey results, for quickly assessing the range of opinion about an issue. There are several ethical issues in doing qualitative research. They are voluntary participation. We want to make sure that it is voluntary. Subject well-being. We want to protect our subjects. Identity disclosure. We want to make sure that students or the participants have a choice to choose not to participate. Confidentiality, so we do not want to disclose who they are. Appropriate boundaries we need to set up for them, and researcher safety, so we want to make sure that there's no major risk involved in the process. In conclusion, qualitative research allows the careful investigator to obtain a richer and more intimate view of a social world than is possible with the more structured methodologies. It is not hard to understand why so many qualitative studies have become classics in social science literature. And the emphasis in qualitative research on inductive reasoning and incremental understanding help to stimulate and inform other research approaches. That's the end of the presentation.